pays and my paces, no kamikaze. I've been making my makers say what I'm offering. We've all had behaviors and they were troubling. Smoke way too much, I keep coughing. I pull out all the stops to make a profit. When I get down to the bottom, I need topping. Come here and ease my mind, be my clonopin. Let me chug this thing and be proud of it. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud and you can't sit still when we're on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud and you can't sit still when we're on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. Pull out the peas, fill me up like a Reese's. When I'm with you, I'm holier than Jesus. Religious freedom, paid leave to get on my knees and pray to you if you're cool with cosplaying teacher. I don't mean to come across facetious, but it's all a joke to me and it should be to all of these. Sometimes I think it's the only way to stay decent. When the wind blowing that way, we all raise the breezes. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud and you can't sit still when we're on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you're on the cloud and you can't sit still when we're on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. Last night got me weird, and I still got some fears. Oh, but you don't love me like I love you, and that always gets me down. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud and you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud and you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem.
Aburrido con ganas de qué, averiguando qué hacer por la noche. Entonces entrarse en mi cuarto pa' ver. Levántate mi amor, hoy vamos a beber. Ponte algo sexy, bebé. Tírate un selfie, bebé. Yeah.
Buenas noches de la tarde a mis compadres. Are we ready?
Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. Brindamos todas las copas y se trabajo.
¡Vámonos!
Tírate un selfie que te ve 1,000,000.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am your host this evening as we take a look at Bitcoin and the markets tonight. I've got a whole big list of coins that I am working on going over here, as well as some of the ones that I believe, after this little pullback that we've had, are showing some strength, and they may be worth looking at for maybe a much bigger gain. Let's take a look at what is going on in the market after I point your attention to this 4-letter magic word, which can save you 10% off of a Tangent wallet, either version 1 or version 2.0. That both works on both of them beautifully. Go ahead and get that discount. If you have an NFC-enabled phone, Tangent wallet is a great choice. Ladies and gentlemen, little mixed day in the market here. Some coins are holding their own, and some of them have taken a nice little dropsy. Turn it over to the chat. Shout out to Strega and Grizz in the chat there. Hey, there's DeFi Guy. How's it going, DeFi Guy? Glad to have you guys here. Well, we are blessed here today to be alive, to be breathing, to have crypto in our portfolios, and to be on our way to making life-changing money in this crypto market. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Oh, Gris says my sound is working. Good to know that. It sounded a little off to me. Something in my monitors or something. All right. Oh, I'm clipping. That's what's going on. Okay, cool. I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes here, trying to get another little skit thing that I do for whatever reason. They entertain me. So I got my settings mixed up just a little bit. All right, so let's take a look at... This still doesn't sound right, man. It just doesn't sound right to me. Just one moment here while I look at my little settings. Now everything should be cool. DeFi Guy says the gas fees on Ethereum are going insane. I have not looked lately, but well, I mean, I've done a few transactions. Yeah, and they were up, but I guess I'm hearing those stories. They can get crazy. That's why I got so pissed at Ethereum last cycle. I wouldn't hold it. I wouldn't do anything with it. Perhaps we got our music too loud. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I can't hear myself. Break down the music just a tad there. All right. Bitcoinio. But yeah, gas fees. What are the gas fees? Since we were there, they usually tell us right up here on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. And why did you do that? Go back to dark mode. 35 Gwei. Actually, that's not too bad yet. What's bad is when you're trying to send $50 and it costs you $125 to do it. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't sound very feasible. But 'tis Ethereum and how Ethereum rolls, so that's what we deal with. For our Bitcoin chart, let me get to the right one. This is the right one. This is the one I trade off of. This is on MEXC. This is perpetual futures here. I like to actually, on the show, be onto spot. Spot really controls the price. I mean, spot's real. Futures are not. Futures are like that dirty fiat. They're just not, they're not real. So what we got here with Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, is a nice bounce off this orange trend line. It's been holding that very respectfully. Not only that, but it's got a breakout with a flag doing a retest of this trend line. So that usually spells more upside. That's what I'm rocking with. And I would say that the market makers will have fun rocking us up there. Today is, what is today? Today's Monday, right? Please tell me it's Monday. Somehow my computer date's not working on me. Where's my calendar, man? You don't even know what day it is, Road Dog. How can you do this? I just get wrapped up in the shots, man. All right, so... Actually, I think today's Tuesday, isn't it? I keep losing my days. Look on my phone won't lie to me. No, usually the day is Tuesday. Yeah, I get confused. All right, so basically what I'm looking for is a nice Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. Fridays are starting to turn around. They were usually kind of down days. Lately, last few weeks, they've been more up days, trying to get us stoked up for a weekend. Yeah, kind of market makers get us retail, trying to get retail hyped up for this weekend trading, which hasn't really kicked off yet. Weekend's kind of taking a nosedive or going level. Retail's not here yet. We're coming. We're getting there, but we're not here yet. Right now, the market maker's trying to entice us all, and I'm not riding this out this weekend. I'm taking my profits this week, so I'm waiting for tomorrow, Thursday, and the next day when these numbers start going up on some of these altcoins and peeling me off a little bit for this weekend. Because I'm not playing their silly little game anymore this weekend. I got tired of it this past weekend. Watching my trades, everything I gain up and then it drops back down, only for it just to start all over again. I'm not riding you this. I'm not riding that train this weekend, crypto. Numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, we must pause the show. Please exit the ring. This is for couples only. Couples only skating right now. Grab that person close to you, that person that just warms your heart to sit beside, grab their hand, bring them out on the ring, and let's skate in circles for no apparent reason until this song is over. Alexa, skip. All right. I don't know what song that is to delete it from my playlist, so we're stuck with Bobby and Jenny going skating. But while they try to figure out their love life, let's go over here and let's check out the indices. Bitcoin dominance is kind of flat, but we're breaking back into this trend line. I find that interesting. So I'm expecting probably a big sharp move for Bitcoin dominance coming soon. I expect it to start shooting up a little bit more. So I want to turn you this way, my friend. Oh my God, we went to 80s night. It is 80s night here at Road Dog. Total 3, well, we're just still kind of trading sideways at this range of about $456 million, which is much better than $405 billion, which we were at a couple weeks ago, struggling. Yeah, we're looking good, baby. We're looking good. I expect the next few days to be pretty juicy for some altcoins. They start popping up, and since we've been in altcoins talking about that, is there a setting that's just not right here? Something's really messing with S. Oh, that's what it is. I never turned these little guys back on, did I? All right. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. And you guys are like, what the hell is he even talking about? He lost his damn mind. So basically, I mean, looking here, I'm on the 12-hour Bitcoin. Nah, it sounds the same. Why are we still talking about Bitcoin and the boring old corn? Oh, because it's on my freaking chart and that's what I see. I'm just marking out some kind of key levels I'm kind of keeping my eye on from Bitcoin. So this level right here at 30,800, yeah, there's always a chance that at some point we'll come back there. I don't think that chance is right now. I'm not seeing that. Some people are. I'm not. I don't see it at all. I'm saying maybe go up to 48,000 and then we can talk about maybe trying to get back there. But, you know, we got some other levels to mess around with before even that. And this one around 38 would be interesting to hold if we get a pullback, should we ever get one. Right now, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing up. So take that. All right, let's get into some juicy altcoins. I'm going to first start out with just a few that are starting to rock right now that, you know, might want to keep an eye on. Oh, this one just jumped into the picture. This is Synverse. Synverse has got some stuff going on. I've been posting some of their listings on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Basically, Synverse has done what we were expecting. It got a bounce here at this area. Didn't hit my target perfectly, so don't get picky. It's a zone, people. 0.009. Came down to our juicy little buy box. Getting a bounce off of this trend line area so far. So good. Now it has made a higher high from where it wicked down before, so that's a good sign. Looking for some possible more upside for Synverse or a little bit of a turnaround. It will. I'm not saying we're going to the moon. This is not like, hey, we're back on, dude. No, it's kind of like, you know, we still got to come up here and kind of struggle around a little bit, and we may touch this trend line again. Okay, so, but the good news is we're not going down. We didn't break that trend line, man. So it's basically some kind of bounce from this area again, and then we start working back up to 0.16 cents and hopefully get above. So Synverse is starting to get a nice little bounce here on these smaller time frames. You go Synverse, you do's you. Gosh darn you, little buy zone. Did I match you? I didn't match you. You did hit it. I just didn't mark you correctly. So Synverse is starting to look like it's getting a little bit of a turnaround. That should be kind of cool. Naka is starting to gain a little ground. Oh, still on shaky ground here with Naka. Keeping our eye on it. I still got a possible measured move down here to $1.38. So that is still on the table as a possibility, but only if she loses these trend lines. And if she loses these trend lines, man, honestly, I'm looking for a lot lower than 137. What we need for her to do is to regain some ground here. It's a possibility with the 100 moving average here on the 4 hour, still above the 200. Could be enough to pull us up there, but we have to wait and see on Naka. Naka looking just a little, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? A little disheveled, a little don't know. A little indecisive at the moment. I really want this red trend line to hold. We got a little bit of wiggle room here, but not much. So she needs to. This is the last of it right here. If we go below this, maybe losing that upward momentum that we had on Nakamoto. Alrighty. So PAL. PAAL play. Getting a nice little bounce back right here. However, when I'm looking at the chart, this one's not looking as great to me as what I had hoped. We've still broken that trend line, so the bounce back here that we're getting off of this 50 moving average, or trying to, in my personal opinion for PAL AI, is probably a retest. Now, should things turn around and it breaks back into this pattern, it could go hella bullish, and we could see that. We see that a lot in this market where we get some bear traps like that. But until that happens, you have to, pretty much go by the book for what it should do, which is bounce off that 9 moving average off this bottom trend line and continue to the downside. Even though on the short trend lines is looking like it was looking nice. It's got a 6% gain today, so. Nope, she's not looking as excited. Crossed that one off my list for a possibility. Thought there might be something there. ID is also looking up. Space ID. Let's take a look at that over here on Binance. Has this one got anything a little bit more positive to show? Maybe. This one might be the interesting one to look at right here. Had a golden cross a few days ago here on Space ID. Space. See a couple of trend lines that we broke out of right here. I think we've already met the measure move for that one. We got to pull in some different tactics here to get our targets in order. Let's go ahead and pull these out of our toolbox. Currently see we are at the 236 moving average there. That's why we're having a little bit of a struggle. Got to get above that guy at 36 cents to really feel more confident for some more upside. And of course, if we do make it past that, well, why settle for anything less than 70 cents as a target? Because maybe we're going to hit it. Well, let's just hold on to our hats and go there. And there might even be a chance to hit this one at 85 cents on that same little run up. If not that one, then maybe on the retest, and just be patient. We'll get there eventually. If nothing else, you can set this target at 129 for a longer term play on Space ID. But right now, well, we really got to focus on Space. I'm talking to you, Space. There's a little bit more upside, a little bit more respect for this trend line, which you're showing. I'll give that to you. Some people might see this as doing this kind of play. I particularly just try to stay out of that whole situation because in my theory and my view of all this is things are always in a channel. Even when we do those kind of plays, you just got to identify that channel. So yeah, there's resistance, and if it does break up to the upside, it may be an explosive move taking us up there to that 236 area. Again, this is my immediate target for, what is this coin again? This is IP. ID. Space ID. Space ID. And currently we're sitting at 29.7 cents, basically. Not much of a gain there. That's about 20%. But once it gets there, that might be nice. So for the conservative trader out there, which probably are not any of you guys, because when you say conservative trader and crypto, they usually don't go together. You're pretty much a degen if you're in crypto at some point. In some aspect, now your risk tolerance, your mileage will vary on that. Ooh, there's a... But basically, the most conservative play would be to wait till it got above this area, tested it for support, and then you jump in, set a nice little tight stop loss, and then just ride that baby up to the higher target. The only problem is most of us are not that patient to wait for that. There are some ways around it. You could put a conditional order in on your exchange if they support that, but then you're taking a risk of, what if it falls back in? I don't know. All different ways to play it, but taking that move would give you a 92% move if you do that. If you set an alarm, which is probably a good idea, just click a little line there, go up and get this little Mickey Mouse looking clock thing, and there you go. Set you a little alarm, let you know when that happens, and it will tell you. And if you don't just flag it away like I usually find myself doing, you might actually catch a good trade there. So PAAL looking very interesting. Another one is looking interesting to me is Doc. Doc is trying to do a little something here. We've been looking at it. It's hit several of our little targets there from oh God. Yeah, that one flopped. So we were looking at this when it was holding this trend line and broke back into it, and it looked good, buying a retest there. Clearly that did not work out, so stop losses had to be in place. That trade basically got stopped out. Now it's coming back into play after it did a nice little kind of Adam and Eve shaped bear trap. We're looking there. Okay, Doc, let's take a look at you now. See what we got here on old Doc. I've not looked at this one in a while. The main area is right there at 3.2 cents. Nice little accumulation, kind of a triple bottom scenario going in there. Triple bottom does play out. It does have a nice measured move. Are we skating again? Dude, I totally switched music, dude.
Bobby, I'm feeling sick to my stomach. I think it was that pizza.
Dude, man. How did we get back on all this? Really? All right. So, after completing a triple bottom there, and basically similar to a head and shoulders inverted style, it will give us a measure move to 5.3 cents. That is a long ways away. Time-wise, in my personal opinion, we're on the daily chart. Would be a nice little move there. Would definitely give you a 2x, a little bit more. So Doc, still in accumulation zone here. Maybe one, when she moves, she does move. And she's starting to show some signs of life. Let's look here on the daily for the buy signal that came, well, a couple weeks ago. 50 crossing the 200 right there. Buying that pullback would have been the best entry. Ooh, that would have been a nice 60% gain, still being 40% in profit from that. But hey, you can't catch them all. I definitely was not looking at this one. Looking for a place to get in this one if this is your cup of tea. would be around 0.0223 cents in that area. Nice little pullback area, support resistance area. And again, a local target to shoot for would be up here about 33 cents. Is there anything here worth playing? A little bit, 43% move out of dock. All right, the other one I want to look at, I know has a better chart. This is Alex. We've been following this one for a little while. I've been playing this one in DeFi for a minute. Alex Labs, looking over here on MEXC. Ooh, baby, she came up. Oh, you did you? Ooh, girl. She came up and tagged my 38.4 cent target when it even passed it. Went up to 40 cents there on a big old spike. Had her in this buy zone after a flag out breakout right there. Remember that little guy? Remember this little guy right here? We said, hey man, Alex getting ready to do something. And you just take the little measure move, put it there at the breakout, gives you a nice little target to shoot for. And it, of course, overshot that one too. It hit my 0.38 target there. I'm also looking at 45 cents to come into play here. All things are green light and go for Alex. More upside. Weekly looks strong. Everything looks strong. I'm looking for up to 45 cents and 64 cents coming. That's the target I would just ride on for right now. 64 cent Alex. Can you believe 83 cent Alex might be on the way? Yeah, it's a strong little project. Getting some more upside and a nice little breakout with some volume right here on, what are we on, the 2 hour? Break it down a little bit, making a higher high. I think we're trying to get into some price discovery. Is that what we're doing? Nice little breakout right there. We can come to these smaller time frames to get some little micro managing whatever targets here. Might be able to shoot for 53 on a play. Could happen, could happen. More side for Alex. I likes it, I likes it. BeamX looked like it might be doing something, so I want to take a quick little move here, take a look and see what's going on. I want to zoom out to the daily. We're below the 9 moving average on the daily, so at the moment I'm not as trusting on it, I guess you would say. So I see that we have lost a trend line here. Kind of an important one, in my personal opinion. It did a retest on it, which normally, and in the middle of a green cloud, normally means down. So I think the uptick that I've been seeing in our percentages and our numbers have just been that retest, and we're looking for some more downside. Let's take a look at BeamX. Where are you coming down to, baby? Well, I'm looking at 1583 for starters. Possibility to come down to this little area right around here of about 13.3. Possible, may not happen, but 15 looks like we have a good shot of hitting that. We're currently trading at 19.019 cents. So if you're in Beam, there may be a 20% drop or a 20% short coming soon. Just throwing that out your way. All right, guys, let's see what we got going over here. Not much. All right. So I have still got a little list of requests of coins that I'm going to work through here. Some of these might be on your list too. This one, I can't remember if I've done it last night or not, but this is Mana Decentraland. We're going to take a look at this one. I believe I did do this, or else I would not have a trade set up. All right, so, well, good. I don't have to redo this one. It looks like, what is this stop loss craziness here? Well, let's get rid of that. Stop losses are kind of, but We get back to $1.34, and that's some hopium. This is on the daily chart. First target I'm looking for is about 83 cents. We're sitting at 47. That would be a nice little come up of about 74 cents there. After that, I got 99 cents and $1.34 is possible. Longer term targets. I do kind of like what I'm seeing out of Mana. We are, did get a nice little breakout of, whether you want to look at this as a channel or some kind of a descending triangle type pattern. Either or, it all works out the same, people. It's all fine. Measure move is going to come out the same anyway. That measure move takes us up here to this little red line area, so that to me makes that a little bit more probable of a target, right at $1. What I'm looking for Mana. All right, I'm going to come over here to the trade setup, and I'm going to call this one an update here. This is MANA. All right, got that little update posted over there. Next one on my list is PBR, Pat's Blue Ribbon Beer. Polka Bridge. Dang. You kind of hot, Polka Bridge. Dang. Woo. You just throwed it on me. Well, this update is doing very well. Apparently, we already did this one. Nice little buy zone that it did fly right into right there. She's looking nice and juicy. I got targets at 14.7 cents and we're almost there. We're at 9.120. Misa likes it so far. How much gains have we made here? I'm not in this one. She was just a request. Apparently a very good request at that. So depending on where you bought it, could be up 92% there so far. Nice. Nice from a suggested buy zone here. How far are you up, darling? I think I need this little guy right here, this price range tool. Yeah, that would be a little bit more fair assessment. Up 45%. All right, so PBR, Pat's Blue Ribbon Beer, Polka Bridge. PBR. Polka Bridge. And this one's up by 44% so far. Nice. And of course we got Matic Network, Polygon, Polyware. Yeah. So I'm looking for a safer entry here. It's kind of that same deal. Buying after it gets back into a pattern. I don't really like putting these things out here like that. Bouncing off this trend line, a little bear trail. I like what I'm seeing here basically, but I'd like to see it get above this dotted line before anything serious. So, I mean, that would be more of a conservative trade. Getting in right here somewhere. Where is this? About $1.13. I mean, we're sitting at 76 cents, and you know most people are saying, "Why do I want to wait for $1.13?" It's just because that's guaranteeing that the momentum is up. So when you jump in, you don't see your $100 turn into 50 or 60. You see it slowly going to 111, 120, 100. You see it slowly going up. That's all that is. But it's write it down here. You're just right. You're at the mercy of whatever. I mean, you're always at the mercy of whatever, but you just have more probability of watching your bags grow after you get in at a certain point, even if you're buying higher. And it sounds crazy, you know, I want to buy as cheap as I can, dang it. Yeah, ideally, if you're in that situation, definitely. But all I'm saying, I mean, if you're buying it right now, what if it comes all the way down to 63 cents before it starts working way up, you know? And sorry to say, but the Matic seems to be coming down to retest this area about a 200 moving average on the daily. So let's not get too excited about it. A little bit of a double top there with no divergence. It's in the right thing. We're just coming down. It's just a retracement, people. Matic, I believe, in my personal opinion, come back to this nice little juicy buy zone. Hell, let's hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong on these before. Maybe just turn right around and take off. But if you see it down here and you like it and you think, hey, man, this might be the price to jump into Matic somewhere around 67 or 68 cents, I would say, hey, man, I'm cool with that. I think that's a good idea. Let's get this crap off the screen because I don't want that to be misinterpreted. Let it not be misinterpreted. Let's do that. So Matic getting back up to his whoa, what'd I do? So Matic getting back up to his resistance area will give about 60% return. Going up to that trend line, but getting up to this juicy spot, this 1618 Fibonacci area, which you can and will do over time. You just got to give it some time to get there. 184%. You're pretty much 2x in your bag there. And that's at the buy zone area, somewhere around 68 cents. Not too far away from where we are, about a dime cheaper. Pretty good price to look at it. So let's send this little guy over to our little creep here as a little update on Matic. Matic daily chart update. By the pullback around 0.68. Alrighty, we got that little guy there. From Matic, we move on to ZCS. It is not found in crypto. Did I write that down? ZCX. Unizen. You know who? Those guys, whoever they may be. All right, Unizen is definitely in bottom accumulation. Hockey stick leveled out. We like it when they go flat though, and it's moving into the red Ichimoku cloud. I find that interesting. RSI is coming in at 51, so we're now officially in. No, we're coming in at 73. We're a little hot here on the weekly. All right, I'm trying to get a starting point here that we can all deal with. Let's just go ahead and let's get the big number out of the way here. What was that? What was that, $1.73? We are nowhere close to that target yet. All right, let's just tighten this up and zoom in a little bit. Now we can see on our daily chart that she's doing well, man. Right on above the 9 moving average, already got her golden cross back here at the, when was it? Early November, actually. Mid-November, about November 19th, November 20th. That was the buy signal, and it was about 8 cents. We're currently sitting at 12 cents. Nice little gain up, just higher highs, higher lows, flagging out, going up, coming back down. Your typical nice move, my personal opinion right there. The main trend line is right here that we could always come back and revisit, although I seriously doubt it. Since that was a bearish pattern we broke out of, and it was a channel. Notice how we already retested that line right here, so we've cleared that. Now there is a little juicy little line right here we got that we might come back and retest on. So targets, looking for some targets? Are you looking for some targets? If you're looking for a buy zone for ZCS, it would be here. Just right below that 9, in between that 9 and 50 moving average would be your juicy buy zone for a pullback. Should you be looking for one? See if we can get this thing labeled correctly. Buy zone. Right there. Sometimes I think my text is too small. We've also got the secondary trend line that we started forming right here. Well, we got a couple of them actually. Still don't know what the woman is saying. Oh, and that's a nice little angle that it's holding right there. So we're following this trend line. And now, listen, it may not come back here. I need to put a disclaimer. I'm going to on this one. Can I put a note? I can just add it in here. It may not. Get here. There we go. I don't want to come back to this in 2 weeks and see that it just skyrocketed and it never touched that. I'm telling you, it may not get there. This trend line was saying, hey, man, me and Ichimoku, we're getting ready to do something. Yeah, there's this bank on the corner. Yeah. You want to drive our car? All right. Well, we just in there a minute or two and then we're gone. So let's pull a fib from one of our last swing highs here. And there's our, I believe that would be the best local target to go with right now. About 20, just right under 21 cents there. All right, so in my personal opinion, I think that makes for a nice move to the upside. I think there's a possibility of something very juicy here for ZCX Unison. Not even sure what this thing is. But I likes the chart. Now, if it were to come back to my buy zone, if it were to, which is right now at 10 cents, 10 and a half cents. We're currently sitting at 12 cents. We're 2 cents away from my buy zone. with it looking like it has no interest whatsoever of even entertaining the thought of coming back to this area. She looks like she's got a flag on top of a flag and like she's ready to rock and roll to the upside. So I'm going to make a little adjustment here. I'm just going to go as if we were to FOMO in. And this is what, a 4 hour. All right, so we got basically right up here about 21 cents, 73% possible gains coming even if you FOMO'd in right now. Not suggesting that you do, but this is the play that I got for ZCX possible. And this is ZCX. Unizen. Swing trade idea. Bobby C's looking for the targets. Gris says she's saying bucket. Why would she be saying bucket? Though, I mean, I hope she's saying bucket. Down, bucket. Can I bucket? I don't. It just sounds weird. I like the song though. Sounds cool. That helps me out, Grizz. Thank you for saying that. Makes me feel a little bit better. This is supposed to be the clean version. There's a, maybe she's saying the other word in the other one. I haven't heard the song. This was ZCX. Now I've got XR. Well, I'm gonna take a look at ZCX. What are you? I'm not in this one. Do I want to be? Unizen. I guess you have something to do with Horizon, probably? No. Contracts on Ethereum there. 973.9 million maximum supply, a little under a billion. A little over half of that's in circulation. $69 million market cap. Nice little area there. Fully diluted valuation. Infinity? I've never seen that. Okay, or whatever that means. Might want to look in on that. Website is unizen.io. Its all-time high was $7. And what are we at? 12 cents right now. This was 2 years ago. It's down 98% from its all-time high, which technically that's, you know, an almost perfect place to buy an altcoin when it's down 98 to 99% from its all-time high. So buying here is not that bad of an idea. If you bought this thing last year, you'd be up 2x. His all-time low is a little bit under 4 cents, and so it's doing pretty well. I went to the wrong website, so this one's not going to tell me what it does, unfortunately. We'll have to go look at the website itself. Maximize your returns on decentralized swaps. Experience seamless omni-chain enabling swapping with access to millions of digital assets. Interesting. Always the highest returns, trade any asset anywhere. Do tell me that, because I've been running into some issues. Unizen has pioneered a custom interoperability aggregation protocol which guarantees the fastest, most simplest, and most cost-efficient paths to access on other blockchains. Okay, interesting play. We are headed definitely in this direction. My music is getting freaking crazy loud. Designed to meet the demands of new and seasoned traders. Okay. Nice little platform setup fee there. Let's take a look at the chart for Oh, we did take a look at the chart for it. It looks like it's got some upside. We got that sound issue again. Hold on. Don't know why that happens. Make sure we turn the mic back on. Let's move over to XRD. And I'm going to come over here to CoinMarketCap because they will tell me what the project does. XRD. Radix. Oh, I've heard of you, Radix. Yeah. Radix is at 4.6 cents with a $482 million market cap. She's fairly established, we would say. Can it go to $1 billion? Well, yeah, a lot of them can pretty easy. Maybe you can go up to $2 billion. Circulating supply is 10 billion, 10.3. XRD, maximum supply is unlisted. Total supply is 12.7 billion. So there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this. Let's see a little bit about this. It's on several exchanges there. Gate.io, KuCoin, MEXC, BingX, Gate.io, Bitfinex. Lots of places there. Radix is a layer 1 smart contract platform built to create a Web3 future for everyone, not just for the innovators here today. A future where our friends and family and colleagues can confidently participate. After 10 years of research, testing, and development, Radix has built a highly optimized stack of custom technologies that tightly integrates wallet, programming language, execution environment, and consensus algorithm. Okay, so we're a layer 1 play. Smart contracts. Interesting. Maybe. Let's take a look at you. XRD. I want to take a look at you. Spot. Actually, I want to go with KuCoin. I believe it may have longer price history. Looking at you on the weekend, on the weekly chart rather. Use that bottom territory, baby. Use that some juicy U's. You were definitely 99% down. Probably an interesting layer 1 play, to be honest with you. Although, you know, she's got some downside. It says it's still coming on the weekly chart here. She is below the 9 moving average. I don't think she's quite through the storm yet. Let's see what we can figure out. She got rejected there. Our 9 moving average got rejected by the 50. Last time that happened, it took a very big drop. It doesn't have too much further to go to make an all new low, though. 3.5 cents. I mean, it's finding support there, but she did wick through that. My biggest concern, I would have to say, is the MACD on the weekly. Having crossed, and this is the first one. I think this is one definitely to put on the radar, but I think it's got a little bit more pain to go through on the larger time frames. Maybe some of the other ones can help it out a little bit there, but to me that looks like a and I'm on the weird time frame here. I'm on the 8-hour. So it should get rejected there and come down. It's flirting with the idea of trying to pop back into the pattern, which could be interesting. I want to watch that. But we've got the death cross coming, 50 crossing the 200 moving average. I see a strong possibility of us coming back to retest these areas about 3.8, maybe even down as low as 3.5 cents, all under 4 cents. But basically, it's still an accumulation area. You're talking about a difference of a half a penny area. But really what I think this kind of spells out is that it'll just kind of have to range through, you know, all this muck for a little while longer, like maybe a couple more months. I could be totally off on this, but this is my take on it. As it, you know, it's still an accumulation. So DCAing, or even, I mean, if you like it, I'm going to put it on my radar. Let's add this one to our watch list here. I think that could be an interesting one to play. It's not one I want to go in all at once. I would be nibbling and building a bag while it's still in these low areas. And then at some point she will take off. And being a layer 1 would give me, I mean, I like that about it. Let's zoom out, take a look at the bigger picture and see what target that we need to look at first. And that's right here at 6.6 cents. So that would be a 2x from here. And remember, this one got up to how high? $7. So interesting. Let's check out their GitHub. See how they've been doing this this bear market. November, 17 hours ago. That was Dex Aggregator was in November. Unison Web was in February. They've done a little bit. They could have done more, I think. I'm just saying. I'm taking that was earlier this year in 2023, November of last year. DeFi Llama adapters. So interesting. Alrighty, so Unison, I think it's interesting. I just think it's more of an accumulation thing. All right, let me just copy this little guy. We'll paste him over here. This is XRD Unison, and this is 4-hour chart. All right, got a little synopsis on that one posted up there. Next little guy on my list is Shiba Inu. Take a look over on the Binance chart. Why do I got a buy zone up? I don't understand my logic here. Oh, you were up. Okay. She was getting rejected up here at the trend line, and I'm saying this should be a fairly good buy zone. Okay. And we're still within that buy zone right now. It takes me a while to remember what I say sometimes. Now, you can drop below it. It's true. You could technically extend this down to that 21 moving average here on the daily. And I think it's probably a good idea to do that. Would be a smart idea. So we're sitting pretty much right in the middle of this juicy buy zone. What I like about Shiba, when it comes to the 3-day chart, is that we're holding on the 3-day. We're starting to hold our ground on this 200 moving average, and the 9 looks like it's getting ready to try to cross it. There's this trend line that we got to get past. We haven't had our breakout yet, but we're working on it. We got money flow coming to the inside, or had it. We may be flirting with losing it. I got to keep an eye on that. But I'm looking for really a breakout of the bigger pattern, and we're just edging up to that. So the real play is not really here. This is more like front run it. The real play is when it break out that pattern, then we can start shooting up to these areas over here. That's the real play. Even got a target there at 1887. I'm looking for 2338 and 2490. Currently, we are sitting at 1017. So we got some possible more upside there out of Shiba, but she's in pullback right now. And even though I've got a nice little buy zone, doesn't mean that She won't break down to the downside and come back and test this 50 here at 884. It could happen, so put that little warning out there too. All right, update this. This is Shiba. All right, got that posted there. So we got all the way down to SHIB on that. There's another one on this request list that I have, and this is requested over on my Telegram channel. I've never heard of this one, and it's just got it's piquing my interest, so bear with me as we take a look. I want to do it over here. It's called Victoria VR. Some of you guys might know it. I've never heard of it. Victoria VR, or just VR. Okay, I've heard of. Okay. See what we got going on with this coin. We've got a maximum supply of 16.8 billion. Circulating supply is 10% of that, 1.6 billion. Market cap is 23 million, very low. Currently, this is trading at 1.3, almost 1.4 cents. Let's just say it's 1.4. It's available on KuCoin, Uniswap, LA Token, Gate.io, Bitmart, Nova Dex, Orion, ETH, X Markets, and Goitus. Is that a Goitus? You got a Goitus on your neck. You better go have that Goitus checked out. My aunt had a Goitus. All right, so Victoria VR is a blockchain-based MMORPG, memorpic game. It's a role-playing game, it looks like. In virtual reality with realistic graphics built on the Unreal Engine. Well, that'll be cool. Created and owned by its users, the whole world is built to be a universal platform for all virtual realities, games, and decentralized applications, collectively creating a metaverse. A shared realm of the 3D internet. Okay, so we got another metaverse kind of VR play. Interesting. I like that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. Will it be the bee's knees and all that? I can't tell you that, but we'll take a look at this little guy. I would like to see their website. Sell me. Convince me. Welcome to Victoria VR, where your imagination is the only limitation. Where you can stake your VR, or you can explore. Immerse yourself, dive into the world's first realistic metaverse. Find out more. Find out more. Immerse yourself in the world's first realistic metaverse. Using the world's leading 3D rendering software from Unreal Engine, we will create the best user experience, allowing you to design, create, build, and trade in a metaverse that's constantly evolving. Thank you for that. Okay, so got some cool things going on here. Oculus? I guess they would. Blender, NVIDIA. Yeah, you would need all those connections if you're going to make this work. VR tokenomics, find out more. Why, yes, please. Tokenomics and the VR economy. The VR token is the currency of Victoria VR. Well, go figure. I guess that's the only thing that would work for you, right? Don't you ever wonder, you know, why we always got to create a new coin for every little thing? Can't we just take our layer 1 or our layer 2 and use that and create an economy on that? I'm just saying. It's not like we have to create a coin or a new currency to trade on top of the dollar. And this is how, not dismissing this, but if you notice, Coins pop up every freaking day. It's a way to get to your money and, of course, to the big true currency, which is Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. It's how they all started out, and it's just grown into a much bigger game of how can I get your money? So, staking, DAO, buying VR lands, buying all assets, advertisements, transport, leasing, and other extras. Okay, monthly rewards. I was looking really for more tokenomics information here rather than, you know, cool stuff you could do with it. But okay. Let's take a look at Victoria VR. VR is the ticker symbol, and I'm going to look at it on, I guess, KuCoin. Looking at this 3-day chart, you can see a definite hockey stick with, where she kind of went flatline, did kind of a double bottom scenario here. That's kind of cool. We like the double bottoms. And right now, on this triple butt cheek, what would you say it is? Well, she's flagging out. She got rejected at the 200 moving average, coming back to test the 9. Actually, things are starting to look kind of nice out of the red Ichimoku cloud. A little sliver of green over here telling me that, okay, might be a good time to start taking this one seriously now. Accumulation may be coming to a close here with what we're seeing. This has been accumulation all through these zones at under a dime, or under a penny, rather. Pull back to the 382, which is a good spot. Looking for a buy zone. Well, there's a nice little zone right here. All the way down to the 21 moving average on here, the 618 Fibonacci area as well. I'm just going to plant these little guys here. Throw out those prices there. Possible good buy areas. Ones that I would personally consider if I were looking at getting in this. And this little guy is coming in just a little under. So those seem like pretty good and decent buy places, but now for a target, well, the only target that we can, well, no, there's several different ways to get a target. They're all going to be right in the same area though. The most basic, most easy one is our level target there, which would take us up to 0.03 cents. We likes that. That's cool. The other one is if we want to play this as a flag, and it takes us up to basically right around the same type area, up to maybe a hair above it. But you got to put it at the breakout, so that actually kind of puts you a little lower. And we put that one out there, so we got a couple of little measure moves there. That's at 27.9 cents. And also up here at 0.03 cents. Kind of my take on this. Let's move that slow guy over. And we're just going to label this little guy as buy zone. All right, VR, USDT. I'm on the 3-day chart there. What kind of gains are we looking at on this? If you're coming down to the, this is say, I know you're going to come down lower, but let's just say if it's here at 13, we come up to that first target, that's 105% gains. I think that's fairly acceptable to double your money. And I'm using the wrong tool, aren't I? It's this little guy I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% gains right there. At this little buy-in target. All right. I think that will be the last one that I post over there tonight. VR. Victoria. see what Bobby says. Can you look into Gorilla Coin? Okay, we can do that. And Chris, hey Chris, how's it going? Veracity on KuCoin. Yeah, I can check those out. After that, I will probably call it an evening though. And let's Gorilla Coin. Gorilla. And I'm guessing it's just the coin part, not the finance. The one that's up 46% today. That's nice. 1 billion maximum supply. Circulating supply is about 3/4 of that. 77% of it out there. $11 million market cap. Ooh, nicey, nicey, nicey. Imagine it was only about 6 million just yesterday. Ooh, doggos. All right, all-time high for this guy was 2.4 cents 20 days ago. We're down 40% from its all-time high just 3 weeks ago. Tawny, this is on Ethereum. Obviously a meme coin. You have to review the safety of my connection. Okay. Tokenomics, NFTs, roadmap, white paper. Everything we do, we ape it. Gorilla. IDO Launchpad. Okay. I was thinking it was meme, and it looks like we're what? Actually trying to build something here. Okay, so that's cool. Good thing we checked it out. Tokenomics. Gorillanomics. There's a 0.5% tax fee. Contract has been renounced. LP lockup, token information. Gorilla ERC20. There's the contract address. Here's the Thank you for putting this easy to find. You earned some points with me just for doing that. Liquidity is 70%, burning 10%, marketing 4%, treasury 4%. Interesting. NFT collections. So, you know, I was just going to discount it as being another old meme play, but it's actually got some substance there, so that's kind of interesting. Roadmap, Banana Punch. What is that? Fair launch. I like fair launch. Coin market cap, CoinGecko, whatever. So I'm guessing that the Gorilla, you're saying you had a fair launch. If we dig in deeper, can we support that? Maybe. Jungle Juice, Donkey Plunge. It's kind of cool how they do this stuff. So lots of NFT plays over here too, I guess. Interesting. Makes me want to check out their white paper just for the peruse it here. Just the introduction. Gorilla is the answer to an ambitious question. What would happen if a crypto project was owned and ran by its own community? Projects that are built on the foundation of community are the untamed wild wilderness of our blockchain future. Okay. Interesting. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at that chart. Gorilla. Looking over here on Mexi. Make sure we got the right one. This is at 1.3 cents. Yeah, if we got the right one there. All right, let's zoom out and see what we got here. On the 4-hour chart, it's looking good. I like the way it is above the cloud, I like the way it is above the 9-moving average, so I can't say anything bad about that. Not seeing bearish divergence yet. So that gives us some hope for some more upside there. And I'm going with this candle body over here, and it lines up with that wick, and I think that is a good idea of our channel that we're in. So that automatically gives us a possibility coming up to 1.8 cents as we move up that way. I'm going to put the target up here at 2 cents. Now it might take it a while to get there. It could be Christmas before it gets there, according to what I see here, or it could just blow us all away. So at this point in the market, it's always worth saying this, doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but if we get a bullish breakout of this and a retest, you could be looking at much higher prices out of this and a lot quicker in them coming. Personally, I want to target that somewhere around 2.8 cents, but doesn't mean that it will stop there by any means. And you could be looking 3.8 out of this little guy as a possibility. Should she decide to start moving parabolically, because that's what will happen if we break out of here. We're working on going parabolic. That's a possibility that I want to bring up. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. What normally does happen is that, well, we just come up these areas, then we bounce down, and we kind of start doing this. That's what should happen. But the Ichimoku Cloud says it's going to try to be a little bit of a naughty influence here, so let's check that out. So any good place to pick this up if it were a retest, of course, would be that 618 Fibonacci and also this 786 Fibonacci. But your best places for a target, in my personal opinion, short term rather, long term, this one might do a lot of stuff. I don't know. And our main target being right up here at 2.8 cents. Giving you the possibility of making some gains somewhere around 46 cents on up to 109% if we make it up to that nice little measure move target. It'd have to go parabolic for that to happen though. So interesting chart, kind of like it. This area right here does need to hold. And then we're going to look at VRA, right? Veracity over on KuCoin. Oh, she broke a trend line, didn't she? Let's zoom out. We're on the daily here. Yeah, I'm still holding on to this. I'm still looking at this buy zone right here about 0.0055. Possibly down as low as 0.0051. Breaking that trend line. She's coming down. If you want me to scare you, I take the measure move that we got from that. Doesn't mean it's going to come all the way down there, but it's a possibility we could be coming right down here to this area. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? 0.0048 would not be fun, but it is a possibility. So I'm gonna have to mark that little guy too. That's a possibility. We'll paint him blue, that way I know he's a measure move. Ultimately, we got this are you a trend line? Okay. Ultimately, we got this trend line that it could come back and check. But it losing that one was kind of a little bit of a big deal. It's going to have to reaccumulate a little bit on veracity. So a little sideways, a little dull and boring on veracity. You kind of got to zoom out on the big picture, I feel, on this one. And the target to really keep your eye on is right up here at 0.218 cents. We're going to have to go there. We got to. So I would just hold on for that one. Crypto Real Maining. Hey, welcome to the show. Please take a look at Meme Coin. Let's take a look at Meme. I don't think I've ever looked at that one here. It's over on Binance. Not much to go by here. Oh my God! Is it skating night tonight too? Did we not? Do I not change this? What is the name of this freaking song? Clear the ring, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we must turn down the lights. It is now couples only. Jeez. Seriously? How did you... I've been on here... We've already recycled my... Oh my gosh. We're blowing through my playlist here. Johnny and Jenny, or Bobby and Jenny, are skating in the skating ring again. All right. Meme Coin. Let's take a look at this one. We had this guy. We kind of lost that guy step by step. And we came down. This was counting that as our main trend line there. You're probably not going to like what I have to say.
and I'm looking for anything. Well, so this is what I've got. I got this breaking to the downside of a bearish channel. It normally is bearish. We've had the instance where these break to the upside, and that leads to parabolic activity, but we're not doing that on this one. What I've got on this one is that we got a good possibility to maybe come back up to the breakout point, which that broke out at what? 0.033 cents. So basically that means it comes up here or up to the top of the trend line and gets rejected and then comes down and can. There's a measure move that says, I told you you're not gonna like it. It could come down to 1.3 cents. Doesn't mean that it will. In fact, I will say most likely at this point in the market, these have about a 50% success rate of even meeting their target, meaning that we could probably discount that to this area about 2.3 cents as a possibility. So that might be a target to look at for buying. But I mean, typically how this works out, the only saving grace is if it does what some of the other ones have done and it comes back into this pattern, and then you can see something good come from it. They're all not going to do that, but it may just kind of range here. If things start getting really bullish, I mean, you could see it like kind of ride its leg up there and start playing a range. So we have to keep our eye on it. But typically what normally would happen in this situation is that it would be rejected up here. And there's a lot of sell pressures on these wicks, so I'm keeping up with that. We can keep our eye on this one. It's just not in a good place at the moment, being under the red cloud and everything. I want to zoom out. Okay, so we've got enough information here to be on the daily. This is the one I would watch. I would keep track of the daily. Whenever you get above that 9 moving average, things are starting to start looking better. So you can track that 9 moving average on the daily and the 4 hour. You'll have to track that. But on the 4 hour, as long as we're below this 200 moving average, this yellow one, we're bearish. We're bearish. On the 4 hour, we got to get above that. And it's always good to be above the 9 on any time frame, which you are here. It gives us hope that maybe we'll try to recover it. But that's the main one to look for meme right now. She looks like she's getting ready to come down. I'm just saying. Now, sure, we can take a look at the current local pattern that we're in. Some people would tell you maybe it's a flag or something. Well, you're coming down to a bottom here. It's like a double bottom, which could be helpful. Could be hopeful. This pattern does have a chance to break to the upside, but remember, you got a bigger pattern that you broke to the downside of, so don't put too much hope into that. Keep an eye on it, but the chances are that we're coming back down, and I am looking at this target right here. All right, guys, if you don't mind, if you could hit that like button and help get this channel broadcasted to some more people who might be able to find some value in it. That would make me a little bit more happy. Also make Elvis happy.
I've been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
If you got any coins you'd like me to take a look at on the next show, you can leave them in the comments below. Don't leave them in the chat. I won't see them in the chat, but on the video comments, I can always find them there. But guys, I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you for being here. God bless you. You're in crypto at the right time. I personally think that the rest of this week will start looking up a little bit, and I do plan on taking my profits, some profits, this week before the weekend, just to build up a little stable coin. Just saying. Guys, I will see you tomorrow night. God bless you all. Appreciate you for being here. Trade carefully.
Come on, come here.
Have a good night.
Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't know wish really was part your life. Basic bullets.
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.